Private jets are known for speed and luxury. But now a new generation is being built to protect the planet too. From carbon-neutral cabins to hybrid engines and sustainable fuel systems, these are the world's most eco-friendly private jets. Today, we're stepping inside the aircraft that are redefining what it means to fly green in style. The conversation around private jets and sustainability has always been, let's be honest, pretty awkward. For years, environmental critics have pointed at private aviation as one of the biggest offenders in carbon emissions. And they weren't exactly wrong. A single private jet flight can produce 2 tons of carbon dioxide in just a few hours. That's more than the average person in some countries produces in an entire year. But here's where things get interesting. The industry didn't just sit back and take the criticism. They went to work, and the results are actually impressive. Let's start with the Gulfstream G700, because this aircraft is rewriting what we thought was possible in sustainable private aviation. This isn't some concept jet that exists only on paper. This is a real flying machine that's already in service, and it's turning heads for all the right reasons. The G700 uses something called Sustainable Aviation Fuel, or SAF for short, and it can run on a 50-50 blend right now. But here's the kicker. Gulfstream has already tested this jet on 100% SAF, and it worked flawlessly. So what exactly is sustainable aviation fuel? Think of it as the premium organic option for jets. It's made from renewable sources like used cooking oil, agricultural waste, and even household trash. The process involves converting these materials into a fuel that's chemically almost identical to traditional jet fuel. The result? Up to 80% fewer carbon emissions over the fuel's life cycle. That's not just good, that's game-changing. And the G700 isn't sacrificing any performance to achieve this. We're talking about a range of 7,500 nautical miles, which translates to roughly 8,633 regular miles. That means you can fly from New York to Tokyo without stopping, all while burning significantly cleaner fuel. The cabin of the G700 is where luxury meets consciousness. It features 100% fresh air replenishment every 2 to 3 minutes, which sounds like a standard comfort feature until you realize the energy efficiency behind it. The aircraft uses advanced air management systems that reduce the overall power consumption of the environmental control system by 20% compared to older models. The windows are the largest in the industry, measuring 28 inches tall by 20 inches wide. More natural light means less reliance on artificial lighting, which again reduces energy consumption. Every detail has been thought through with efficiency in mind. But Gulfstream isn't the only player making serious moves in this space. Enter the Bombardier Global 7500, another heavyweight that's pushing the boundaries of what sustainable private aviation can look like. This Canadian-built beauty is the world's largest purpose-built business jet, and it's incorporating sustainable technologies at every level. The Global 7500 features what Bombardier calls a smooth flex wing design. This isn't just fancy marketing speak. The wing design actually reduces drag significantly, which means less fuel burn. We're talking about a fuel efficiency improvement of up to 13% compared to the nearest competitor in its class. The aircraft's Passport engines, built by GE Aviation, are specifically designed for optimal fuel efficiency. These engines incorporate advanced materials and cooling technologies that allow them to run hotter and more efficiently than previous generations. The result is a range of 7,700 nautical miles, roughly 8,865 regular miles, while burning less fuel per nautical mile than any other jet in its category. And just like the Gulfstream, this jet is fully capable of running on sustainable aviation fuel, blends up to 50%, with testing underway for 100% SAF operations. Stick around until the end to see which unexpected jet manufacturer is developing the first all-electric private aircraft that could change everything, and why one Middle Eastern airline just placed a shocking order that has the entire industry talking. Now, let's talk about Dassault, because the French have been quietly engineering some of the most efficient jets in the sky. The Falcon 10X is their flagship, and it's bringing European engineering precision to the sustainability conversation. This jet features something called a digital flight control system that constantly optimizes the aircraft's performance in real time. It adjusts thousands of parameters during flight to ensure you're getting maximum efficiency at every moment. The wing design incorporates advanced aerodynamics that reduce fuel consumption by up to 15% compared to similar jets. But here's what really sets the Falcon 10X apart. Its range of 7,450 nautical miles, about 8,175 regular miles, combined with the ability to operate from shorter runways. This means fewer diversions, more direct routes, and ultimately less fuel burned getting from point A to point B. The aircraft can access over 2,000 airports worldwide that larger jets simply can't reach. When you can fly directly into smaller airports closer to your final destination, you're not just saving time, you're saving fuel and reducing emissions. The interior of the Falcon 10X showcases sustainability and luxury. The cabin is built using composite materials that are lighter and stronger than traditional aluminum, which reduces the overall weight of the aircraft by several hundred pounds. Less weight equals less fuel consumption. Simple physics, brilliantly applied. The cabin management system uses LED lighting throughout, which consumes 75% less energy than traditional lighting, while providing better quality light. Even the galley equipment has been redesigned to be more energy efficient, using induction heating rather than traditional resistive heating elements. Embraer's Praetor 600 deserves serious attention in this conversation. This Brazilian manufacturer has been making waves with their commitment to sustainability, and the Praetor 600 is proof that you don't need to be the biggest or most expensive jet to be environmentally conscious. This mid-sized jet achieves a range of 4,018 nautical miles, roughly 4,625 regular miles, while being one of the most fuel-efficient jets in its class. The Praetor 600 incorporates full fly-by-wire technology, which means computer systems are handling the flight controls rather than mechanical linkages. This allows for constant optimization of control surface positions, reducing drag and improving fuel efficiency by up to 10%. The aircraft also features advanced winglets that reduce vortex drag at the wingtips, one of the biggest sources of wasted energy in flight. These winglets alone can reduce fuel consumption by 3 to 5%, which adds up significantly over the life of the aircraft. What's really interesting about Embraer's approach is their focus on the complete life cycle of the aircraft. They've implemented manufacturing processes that reduce waste by 40%, and use renewable energy sources for 65% of their production facilities. This means the environmental impact starts being reduced before the jet even takes its first flight. The company has also committed to achieving carbon neutrality in all their operations by 2040, and they're backing it up with real investments in sustainable technologies. The technology enabling all of this sustainable aviation goes beyond just the fuel. Modern private jets are incorporating artificial intelligence and machine learning to optimize flight paths in real time. These systems analyze weather patterns, wind speeds, air traffic, and dozens of other variables to calculate the most fuel-efficient route. We're talking about potential fuel savings of 5 to 8% per flight, just from smarter routing. Over thousands of flights, that adds up to millions of gallons of fuel and millions of tons of carbon dioxide kept out of the atmosphere. The real revolution happening right now is in electric and hybrid electric propulsion. While we're not quite at the point of all-electric private jets crossing the Atlantic, the technology is advancing rapidly. Aviation's Alice, a 9-passenger electric aircraft, is already flying test missions with a range of 575 miles. That might not sound like much compared to the intercontinental ranges we've been discussing, but it's perfect for regional private flights, which actually make up a significant portion of private aviation missions. Zero emissions, zero fuel costs, and operating costs that are estimated to be 70% lower than comparable conventional aircraft. Heart Aerospace is developing the ES-30, a 30-passenger hybrid electric aircraft that uses electric motors for takeoff and landing. supplemented by a sustainable aviation fuel generator for extended range. This approach gives you the efficiency of electric power where it matters most, during the high-power phases of flight, while maintaining the range capability needed for longer missions. The company estimates this design could reduce emissions by 50% compared to conventional aircraft, even before accounting for the use of sustainable aviation fuel. Rolls-Royce just announced a partnership with Tecnam and Widerøe to develop an all-electric passenger aircraft, targeting a 2028 entry into service. While this is initially focused on commercial regional routes, the technology will inevitably trickle down to private aviation. The electric propulsion unit they're developing produces over 2,500 horsepower and is designed to be scalable for different aircraft sizes. This is the same Rolls-Royce that powers some of the most prestigious private jets in the world, so when they commit to electric, the industry pays attention. If you enjoyed this glimpse into the world of ultimate luxury, a like and a subscription would mean the world. And for those who dream of flying in style, click right here to watch our video on the top 5 global range private jets under $60 million. See you in the skies!